Welcome to the beautiful pod. I'm Adam Friedland. We got CR in LA. I'm at home today. This is perhaps our penultimate episode. I'm getting a little emotional, but in the next episode, I will be next to you and I will smell you. I will feel your essence. Guys, real quick, just on a serious note, I wanted to mention we have a rematch of a long-standing rivalry, which is Argentina, England. We lost 255 beautiful boys in the Falklands, our southern border. So I just want to recognize. We don't have much time today, but real quick, I want to recognize Paul Brian Callis, Nigel Arthur Rokery, Michael John Nowak, Chen Chi Xing. I guess he was from Hong Kong, maybe. Nigel Robert Smith, Keith Phillips. I'm going to read all two. I'll keep going.
I'm going to go get a banana if you're going to do this.
Okay, James Russell Carlisle. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
The Beautiful Pod is brought to you by FanDuel. This summer, America's #1 sportsbook is making it easier than ever to get in on the action across all your favorite sports. Think you've got today's home run hitter picked? Check out FanDuel's HR props, including moonshots and lasers, for a chance at even bigger payouts. Late to start? FanDuel has you covered with all the live betting options all game long. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today and play your game. Disclaimer, 21 plus select states, 18 plus DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut.
The semifinals are heating up. The tabloids are on fire right now in the UK. What are you making of this controversy? This Jude and Tuchel kind of bust up. I think the English team will not survive this. I think they're falling apart.
After Norway, Tuchel got his post-match interview, and he's a pretty fiery guy. And I also think that sometimes he kind of comes off like a little bit like he doesn't quite know the impact of every English word he's saying. Although maybe he does. People have been saying he has Jose-esque mind games going on. But he was basically like, we didn't play that well. Technically we were bad. We didn't cycle the ball enough. We made a lot of mistakes. He also was incredibly complimentary about their effort and their mentality. They immediately took those quotes, ran to Jude Bellingham, and they were like, yo, what did you think of what Tom said about you guys after this game? And Jude kind of took a subliminal at Tuchel's not extraordinary playing career, and he was like, well, it's really hard playing in these conditions, and maybe he would know that if he'd played at this level. Now, he didn't say that, but like kind of like that. And because we have like this vacuum over the last couple of days, the English media has blown this up into crisis in the locker room, crisis between Tuchel and Bellingham, who have had some previous.
They're calling this Princess Diana 2, I believe.
Yes, I believe they are. That's the headline in The Guardian today. I think this is much ado about nothing. I think that was actually like a pretty normal quote. They didn't play that well. It was a weird game. It was 100 degrees or whatever with humidity in Miami against Norway. I don't think it was like watching peak Barcelona. And I think he was probably frustrated with some of the football he saw. And it's not his job to be like, we get a pass because of the weather. He has to demand more from them, especially if they want to beat Argentina.
Mm-hmm. Shocking stuff indeed, Chris.
Shocking. What about you? Did you think this was bullshit, or did you think it was like actually spoke to like a schism between the manager and the best player?
I think that the British tabloid press literally killed our princess, the Princess of Hearts. It's just, genuinely speaking, like if you think about the 1974 final, or when De Bild sent in, or Bild, whatever the name of the German paper is, sent
De
in.
Bild sounds like a Dutch footballer, but Bild is the newspaper.
Yeah. Stefan De Bild, yeah, and he's like literally decapitated about 4 people, during his short run at Manchester City. Before charges were placed for cocaine trafficking. Anyway, okay.
This is a good screenplay idea. Hold on, keep going.
Oh, well, I have a screenplay idea for you later on. Here's the thing: is like everyone, like I'll contrast it with the way that all the casuals and Yanks and I don't know, some people like think that it's Israel or something nowadays. Messi is Israel or something. Um, they're all making the Argentina team out into a villain right now. If there's any squad that will not ever be affected by people not liking them, it is the Argentine national team. I think if there's any team that is vulnerable to media circus, it has troubled England in the past. And the funny thing is, in '74, it was the other team sending the sexy girls for the sexy girl pool party to sabotage them. But England is like their press just does it to their own team.
Yeah.
But Chris, I got actually, because I have a couple contacts in the media. One of my good friends, actually, a mentor, Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan.
I have a couple of covers of some tabloid bombshells that are going to be coming out, and I think we're going to break them here first. But like, yeah, I just saw a couple of these, and I just wanted to get your reaction. The Sun is dropping this tomorrow. A Beza Bed's naughty nanny. Apparently, Jude Bellingham has slept with a grandmother. This is the second time, of course, this has happened in the England team.
Rooney's
the first one was Wayne Rooney, of course.
Yeah.
How could we forget? The man was a romantic. But that's not all. In the Daily Mail, I think we could expect this. This is just an absolute bombshell. Yes, a tiny Tuchel, tits and Boogle. It should be and Boogle, Sam, not in Boogle. But apparently, Thomas Tuchel has had a wild night out. It seems like there's two factions in the media right now. There's kind of the pro Tuchel side, kind of, I don't know, maybe the, just a more pure kind of. And then, of course, there is the, the woke side that's taking our captain's side. This is what happens when you let a Jerry command our boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course, let's not forget. There's in the U.S. tabloids. This will be dropping tomorrow. World War II German soldier discovered in Queens, of course, and ICE gets a bad rap, but they are getting this man out. Brock wouldn't let me say Nazi. Also, I tried to use more of the. I tried to use Claw, and they were like, "This is actually dishonest, making fake news." But Brock was.
Croc was like more cool with it.
Nazi discovered in Queens. There's one or two more actually. These are just real quick. I just wanted to show you. Okay, and then of course, this is the Sun has. I've just read my first book, and I said, I guess they didn't do it right, but I asked them to have him holding the book upside down. Okay, let's keep going. Enough of the jokes. Yeah, I mean, but in reality, I think, we'll see if it has any effect on the England camp. It doesn't really. It's not real. But like, on the other hand, Argentina being painted out to be the villain. If there's any team that doesn't care, it's that team. I don't think that'll have any effect on them. If anything, it'll make them more pissed off.
I haven't even seen that much of a narrative yet building it. I mean, like the Maradona, the ghosts, the all of that stuff, like it feels like that is almost like fallen by the wayside because of this Tuchel Bellingham thing, which I don't think is a real thing. And so this is actually like shaping up pretty well for England, I think. Not only do I think that they probably are a superior football side right now, and if they're healthy enough, if like Rice can play, like they should be in good shape for this.
I think Zach had 5 seconds of the man I love.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is the thing that's been sort of strange about these semifinals are incredible, but we have a bunch of players who are basically dragging their bodies to the finish line right now, like Lamine and Saka and Deck and all these guys. What do you think what are you expecting from this match on a football level?
I mean, I think we should ask how each team wins. I think that's the easier way of doing it. In general, I think Argentina's looking for Messi too much, right? I think, and it's they're far too predictable in their patterns of play. Just let him find the ball, okay? Just let it happen. It's gone, okay? Are they going to play like a 4-man midfield? what are those matchups like? Sam put that in the document. We can skip that part. I don't. Who cares what we think about DePaul versus McAllister or versus Anderson or whatever? Just like all of us, like we're watching the TV, but we're like looking for the little guy, right? And we just want him to get the ball. I think the defense is kind of doing that as well, and I think that they have to kind of trust their other weapons. I really think like Alvarez has looked great in this last game. England, like on the other hand, didn't look sharp for the entirety of that last match. It was a fucking slugfest. They've now played in actually I said this before, but like if they can get through the gauntlet of Mexico, like in Mexico City, then Miami in July, and then beating Messi, and then beating France or Spain.
Then they like you can't. Nobody can put any asterisks on
in sports history.
Anything. I would like to ask though. I'd like to know though if those guys felt like Miami was harder than Azteca.
I mean, it seemed dog shit. It seemed awful there. I mean, genuinely. And then you, of course, have the ghosts of the 255 beautiful boys who perished. Irwin John Phillips, Philip Jones, Michael Lancaster Forge. Of course, you have Adrian John Anslow. Who could forget? Okay, but but like beyond all of that, like it doesn't seem like either of these teams are like buzzing, right? So I don't know how to call this. If I had to choose, I'd choose England. Jude is doing. He's kind of on the Zizou trajectory that we've been talking about throughout the tournament. I'm really in love with him as a player. And beyond that, like him, he is the de facto. He's become the de facto captain of England. Beyond being the de facto, like on the pitch, being like the best player in this tournament for them. I really just they need it. I can't call an Argentina match.
Right, because it's like they're playing with like magic beans and fairy dust right now. Like they're coming back from 2 goals down with like 15 minutes left. The Cape Verde match, like the Swiss match was just like we could talk about the red card. It's kind of like in the past now, but like there is something kind of there's kismet
yellow card for simulation.
I mean, like that's on one hand, like football is full of injustices on like a daily basis, and if you watch club football, you're just gonna go crazy thinking that everybody is there's a conspiracy against the team you root for. On the other hand, that was just one of the most insane cards I've ever seen pulled. Even if it was a dive, it just wasn't a yellow. I don't think, and certainly not in that game state.
I think Harry Kane deserved a yellow earlier in the tournament, and then Jed Spence, that was a real foul, and I don't understand why they disallowed that penalty. I mean, the man would never go down. But genuinely speaking, if it gets to like a sticky game state, I think Argentina would be perfectly comfortable playing for pens with their like
with Emmy.
Having the best kind of penalty keeper kind of we've seen in recent history in the tournament. I
think England wins in regular time.
Yes. I think it's moments, guys. It's Jude and it's Jude. I mean, like Jude has his moment. I kind of like sketched out an idea of how Argentina can win though. And I just want to just real quick. I know we don't have a lot of time. I just want to read it to you. Interior, Tel Aviv, Israel, Mossad HQ. The head of the Mossad sits at his desk. The phone rings. Mossad chief. Hello, Prime Minister. Our man has touched down in Dallas. We hear Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's voice muffled. He's furious, screaming. Sir, Project Freddy from Germany was run by amateurs. We've got our best man on this. Exterior, vacant parking lot, garage, Dallas, Tuesday morning, 0600 hours. Mossad Special Agent Marc Gehi stands alone. He appears impatient. A shadowy figure emerges, hands him a briefcase, package secured. A car arrives. He gets in. He's whisked away. Cut to interior, the manhole, downtown Dallas. Leather daddies caress each other's bodies. Bottomless mimosas, bottomless poppers. A Tom of Finland illustration come to life. Gehi is mesmerized by their bodies. House music pulsates. In Gaza, they'd throw them off the roof. A gorgeous oiled down muscle man approaches. He's glistening. Mossad asset, Shalom penis. the password, Gehi, Pina Shalom. The Mossad asset hands Gehi a dossier. Gehi scans the room. In a world of betas and softies, it feels good to be in a place where men can be men. Mossad asset. Let's not have a repeat of Benghazi this time. You're a loose cannon, but you're the best man we've got. Stay for one drink? Gehi, listen, you piece of shit. As much as I'd like to stay and play grab ass, I have to go. Messi needs me. Israel needs me. I've got a World Cup to lose.
And do you think just one note, the game's in Atlanta.
Fuck.
So all of that stuff happened. I thought it was going to be like an Oswald thing. That's why I didn't interrupt you.
Listen, I thought it was Dallas. Listen, to me, as a coastal elite, that's the same place.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go France, Spain. Or is there anything else you want to say?
No, let's do France, Spain. I just, I think, I don't want to like say this too many times. I do think England will beat Argentina. In regular time.
Do you think it's coming? Where is it coming?
I think it's going back to the winner of this next match.
But after the end, you think it's coming?
After it goes to France or Spain, will it come home? I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
I think they keep it. Dude, I can't pick. I cannot find daylight in this next match.
I think that Queen Elizabeth was a loser. Okay, and we got a new man in charge, and his name's Charles. And guess what? We can expect every World Cup from here on out until the Meghan Markle takes over as the next queen of. Okay, anyway.
The Beautiful Pod is brought to you by FanDuel. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Because in matches like these, anything can happen and your bet can go the distance. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com/TAFS to get started now. 21 plus select states or 18 plus DC, Kentucky, Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut.
France, Spain. A replay of the semis from last Euros. What a match that was. Kind of the arrival of Yamal. If I had to, I kept saying witness. Just a kid from Akron. Yamal was phenomenal in that game. He's kind of like he's not fully fit. He's kind of coming off of injury. But we did see Nico Williams at the end of the last match. And once Marino and Williams came on, I feel like they looked completely different class than the team we've seen thus far. My man, Arsenal's own Enterprise Rent-A-Car associate looking ass Mikel Merino cannot stop scoring. What a player. Arsenal's best striker. Sorry about it. I'm talking about Arsenal. I think Merino and Williams can be game changers for them. And I don't think that the gulf of talent between France and Spain is as big as assuming that they're playing a big part of the semifinal. I think that this could be way more evenly matched than we think it will be. But because I said that, that means 6-0 France. How are you feeling about this match?
I think these are the two best teams in the tournament, probably the two best teams in the world in international football. And I can talk myself into either side, like getting the advantage here. We are also now at the culmination of probably the two dominant. I mean, Spain obviously had to rebuild after their like the tiki-taka like dynasty that they had and that incredible run of the Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Fabregas whole thing. But I feel like they're rounding back into like top form, and France has been on this kind of incredible run since 2018. I think that France will win, but there is definitely a scenario in which like Spain beats them 1-0, or Spain beats them in pens.
I think I keep talking about it and being wrong, but I think this will be the one match where if Deschamps goes with the two-man midfield, Spain as a possession-based team can overwhelm them in the midfield. And but counterpoint, the drinks breaks makes that much harder. I think Spain is a team that wants to strangle you for 45 minutes and pass you into oblivion, have you chasing after the ball, expending more energy than them. It's harder to do when you have to survive just 20 minutes. It's been cool actually seeing the 4-quarter system kind of evolve. But like for instance, in the Mexico match, like England needed to survive the first quarter. And conversely, in the Norway match, Norway kind of gave them the ball, and then second quarter came out firing, right? Which I think is the way more mature, smarter, coaching plan, actually, which was in 100,000 degrees, let the other team kind
run
of
around in circles,
run
and sweat
around,
their
and
balls
then
off. Yeah.
just go hell for broke against them. Strength of schedule, we saw Spain has beaten Portugal and Belgium. France really has beaten nobody, to be fair. Against, if you want to say Morocco was a real team, the only guy that could score wasn't playing, right? So, I genuinely speaking, it'll be really interesting to see if Deschamps keeps going with just a 2-man double pivot behind basically 4 insane attackers. And if he does that, I wonder what that looks like against Spain. And I also wonder how much
is rumored to be
Williams
coming
has.
back for this, right? Tchouaméni is supposed. I think Tchouaméni is supposed to be healthy for this game, so I don't know if that means Kone drops or what.
His fist has recovered.
Yes. Their depth is just too overwhelming. I mean, I think that there's a 3-1 France win and there's a 1-0 or Penn Spain win. That's kind of how I'm feeling. It's either not that close and France is easily the best team in the world and what are we even talking about? Or like you're saying, Spain keeps the ball, doesn't let France have any incredible counters, and just bleeds them out.
Yeah, in the last round, Spain conceded for the first time in this tournament, but Unai Simon looked dog shit. For some reason, they keep demanding to start their third best keeper. I don't understand why they're doing that, but in a penalty shootout, I'm taking Magic Mike. If they're using Simone, it's two different types of depth, right? You have depth across the front line with France, and then you have depth across the midfield with Spain. And Spain's got the deepest, most absurd midfield in the World Cup. They do have sort of a mid defense.
They just can't get into a shootout with France either. They don't have the goals to get into a 3-2. I don't think they have that goal scorer on the side that all these other teams in the semis do.
I'm saying Mikel Merino, 89, a brave 1-0. He does it again. He really is amazing. How does he do it? If you look at his
Mikel Merino stats, wins the World Cup for Spain, I'm gonna freak out.
He literally looks like he's I'm here. Here are Mikel Merino's per 90 stats amongst midfielders: shot attempts 94th percentile, goals 100th percentile, defensive contributions 65th, aerial duels 97th percentile, chances created 77th. He is a juggernaut on paper.
Yeah.
I think it probably is affected maybe by usage rates that benefit your per 90 stats. But in general, I'm saying France probably, but I don't know how to call the other match. In general, how do we feel about we had this conversation earlier, where you want, there's a natural kind of romance about minnow or a kind of a Cinderella story, but in reality, I wanted these 4 teams to be in the quarterfinals, and I wanted to see these guys cook. And I don't know, how are you feeling about this?
I want to be more democratic about it and say it would have been cool if Norway, even with my England fandom aside, if Norway had gotten to the semis or if Morocco had gotten to the semis again. And the truth is that I want to watch Messi versus Mbappe. And I really hate that it had to happen the way it did with Switzerland. It was that could have been a really awesome World Cup match that kind of got real weird after the sending off. I think the round of 16 is where the Cinderellas can check out, and the quarters. I don't really want to get into, having Porto in the Champions League final. Like, if I'm being honest, like I think the way that the tournament is set up, it's so long, it's so grueling, it demands so much endurance out of these countries that I kind of want to see the best of the best right at the end.
Yeah, the only example I can think of in like international football is Greece 02.
Yep.
Is that right?
For the Euros?
Or like or Greece 04. I mean, I'm trying to think of like any like Euros, Copa America.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly at this point, like over the last 8 years, I would honestly consider Croatia to be one of a great European side. This Modric team is like they've obviously
win?
petered
Did they
out.
win? No,
they just
lost
got
in
to
the final.
Forgot to the final, but they've been in and around like semis and finals for the Euros. And
Sam, what's the last example of like a team that's not like a top whatever the equivalent is of top 6 in international football?
I would say probably Chile winning back-to-back Copa Americas in 15 and 16 was the closest to like a dark horse winner. But Chris's shout about Croatia is right for Europe. 2 straight semifinals at World Cups for a country that small is incredibly impressive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you didn't compliment England about that either.
I think England are going to win the World Cup. I think they're going to beat Argentina. I think Spain are going to beat France, and I think England are going to beat Spain.
Did you hear that, Chris? He's sucking up to you. Are you going to cry if they win?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but like, let's see how good the Wonderwall is afterwards.
I'm kind of sick of Wonderwall. I'm kind of sick of it.
Do you want them to switch it up at the very end?
Yeah, I want them to switch it up into Sex Pistols. I am an anarchist.
Do you want to do any happy trails for teams that lost over the weekend before we get out of here?
Norway, Holland, I like you now as a guy. As a guy, I like you. You've convinced me this summer. I like you as a guy.
What do you think about Holland as a player in a World Cup quarterfinal getting yanked?
I don't know. I think about Holland playing for a team that their ownership is actively funding a genocide right now in Darfur. I think about that. I think about Pep having Pep leaving honorably. No, I thought that Holland. Yeah, why'd they pull him? I
think he was tired.
Forgot. The truth is, Chris, the exuberance that we're displaying in this episode is because it was a shit quarters.
Yeah.
It was an amazing 16s, an amazing 32s. The group stage was amazing. I think it was a shit quarters.
It's too hot. It's getting too hot here. It's too hot. It's too hot on the East Coast. It's going to be hot in Texas. I guess it's good that presumably Arlington and Atlanta both have some air conditioning, so it won't be sweltering.
It's not that. It's us dealing with the reality that it's going away. We're not going to be able to watch ball, right? I just started John Adams.
For like 4
HBO.
weeks.
Yeah. I'm doing John Adams HBO right now because I need something after this.
I'm doing Andoni Iraola's first press conference over and over again. And then we have a Jose Mourinho 3-part documentary on Netflix.
How was it? Was it a good presser?
It was cool. Yeah, it was a cool presser. He was just like
set pieces. Yeah. We're going to be Liverpool. We're going to bring it back. It's going to be twist and shout. It's going to be the Beatles. It's going to be, what do you say? He said that you're going to lose 10 in a row practicing a psychopathic kickoff routine, and then you're going to be yourselves again.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He's a great hire. I love that hire for Liverpool. I don't know. I'm just sad that we're not going to be. I'm going to miss. I already missed the World Cup. I was depressed last week. The first day we didn't have a game since the tournament started. There was that one day, I think it was Wednesday, we didn't have a game, and I was like, I'm going to kill myself. I think I'm going to kill myself. Yeah.
I am going to really, really miss it. I'm really going to miss I was in Philly over the weekend, and like there were 4 or 5 bars in this neighborhood that I was in that were all spilling out, like hundreds of people out under the street watching England Norway. And I was like, this is crazy. This doesn't this barely happens for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, really more than the Eagles.
I think it's just it's
people
the summer.
Poo. They were doing
I think it's the summer. People are day drinking. It's nice out, and everybody has like gotten into this and started to like right at the moment where I think it's reached its peak, it's going away, which is always the way with the World Cup.
It's just hard right now because we're losing ball and Lindsey Graham hurt.
Hurt.
We were texting about it. You said he was your favorite one.
He's my favorite senator ever.
You know what my first thought was when I heard he died? I said Senate lost a big talent. Listen, I didn't think he was a good guy, but listen, he was a razzle dazzle. He was razzle dazzle.
He was box office.
Anyway, guys, we'll be back Friday. We are in person. We're having a finale. Chris and I are wearing suits. We're gonna have celebrity guests. Charlie XCX, The Weeknd. Who else?
Karen Bass.
It's LA. Yeah, Karen Bass. We're gonna get who else? Cassidy, Vanderpump Rules. Who else?
Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, Van.
Yeah. Harvey from TMZ.
Maybe Bill will come by. Who knows?
I thought he's Mahalo style right now.
I mean, he's a mysterious dude. You never know where he's going to pop up.
You think Bill comes back from vacation? Like, when someone goes to Jamaica and they have like a shell or they have like cornrows? Yeah. You think like there's going to be like a Hawaii style thing? He's going to be like a behe? Or like, I don't know if that's a real word in Hawaii, but it's like abuhu. It's like apoko behe. I was on vacation with my friends and we kept making up fake Hawaiian words. That's probably offensive.
Were you in Hawaii when you were doing it, or were you in like
No. We were in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Yeah. Abuhu abehe, apoko behe. Yeah, dude, whatever. You cut that. I'm sure that'll get Chris in a lot of trouble because it was his idea to say that Hawaii stuff. No, it's been a great World Cup, and Chris and I are doing a daily 4 hours every morning.
Yeah,
Twitch stream, us, Fabrizio, David Ornstein.
Yes.
And Jimmy Seville. All right. Why? I'm tired, guys. Sports is going away.
It's back in like 3 weeks.
For what?
The Prem.
They're going to die. We're going to have 8 players injured. That's how I knew England were going to win. I was like, Saka and Rice aren't injured enough. Literally.
What's wrong with Rice? What does he have?
Back. No, nerves. It's his, no, he's not nervous. He would never be. It's, what's it called?
Does he have the explosive diarrhea? Why was he was being isolated though?
No, that's Gary Lineker and Paul Pierce. Do you think Paul Pierce and Gary Lineker ever like squatted up and they were like, that would be great if we got the two of them together, like a 30 for 30, like short.
Yeah.
Like kind of like when like Kobe and Shaq had that first like that special. We got Lineker, Paul Pierce, the diaper boys.
Great pod.
Wallace does a podcast with him. Should I ask him if he's ever linked up with Lineker?
You should ask him if he knows who Lineker is. I would like to know.
Gary Lineker? I'm sure they're on like the listserv.
They're on the WhatsApp.
The WhatsApp. I mean, I pooped my pants on an episode of Come Town. That's how I know.
Yeah, you're on that WhatsApp.
All right, brother. All right, partner. I'll see you Friday. Guys, we'll be back Friday. Preview the finals. We're going to do an award show. It's going to be an award show we're going to have most of the players that are out in the World Cup live and present. I'm going to give an award to Brielle Embolo for biggest betrayal of his nation on a yellow, taking the dive. You know who never did? Jake LaMotta. Okay, bye guys.
21 plus and present in select states for Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 and present in DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut, or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE New York or text HOPE NY in New York For Louisiana, call 1-877-770-7867.